Are behind bars tonight following a gang investigation in Albuquerque. APD, BCSO, and state police helped the FBI's Violent Crimes and Gang Task Force in their ongoing investigation into the gang, the Brew Locos. While serving federal search warrants, agents seized guns, drugs, cash, stolen motorcycles, and a counterfeit money printer. The 8 people arrested are expected to face both state and federal charges.
Helping story, Albuquerque police raid what's believed to be the headquarters for a local gang. Kayla Anderson is live at the scene in the North Valley now with more. Kayla.
Well, Marla, Albuquerque police executed a search warrant here very early this morning. They did not make any arrests, but we know this is very significant because the city tells me this is the base for a local gang. The city, though, yet won't confirm exactly which gang, but I did obtain this search warrant early this morning, and in it says that this house is known to be occupied by members of the Brewtown Locos gang, and in fact, they continuously, according to the search warrant, shoot weapons from this property. Now, according to the search warrant, there have been numerous disturbances in this neighborhood in the past. APD came back here on the 18th, that's this week, when 15 men were outside shooting a shotgun. When officers went inside, they found very dirty conditions and some hazards, so they are here. They showed up within the past 10 minutes, and they've been red tagging this house and serving notices to the homeowner. Now, at that point, neighbors told police there's been a lot of gang activity at the house, so APD started watching the house and executed that warrant early this morning. Now, I'm told there was a woman and a child inside the house this morning, but again, no arrests have been made. We are expecting to talk to the city late this afternoon, and we'll get more information on what's going on here, so stay with us for developing news. Reporting live from the North Valley, Kayla Anderson, Eyewitness News 4.
On this episode of Albuquerque Gangland, we'll be profiling the barrio or gang, Brewtown Locos, or BTL or BTSL, a North Valley gang who's been around since the 60s. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little history on them. BTL or Brewtown Spider Locos, these are them right there. You see them throwing up the B. Started from the baseball team, the Brewtown Bombers, which is where they got their color, the black, gray, and white. That's their colors, you know. You see the BTL on the back of this guy's head. They have 2 cliques, which are the BTSL 107, you know, which stands for their area code, which is 87107. And also the Thug Life crew. And these 2 crews didn't always get along, you know, but they called the truce, and they do now. You see this guy with the BT Spider Locos tattooed on his back here, you know, and that's what they get. Here's a bunch of the crew right here. Back to a little history, you know. They're also spread to the cities of Taos and Grants, and also throughout the prison systems in New Mexico. But they're Burqueños, so they fall into the Burque clique. These guys also do have connections to military weapons and cartel connections with the drugs, you know. You see a bunch of them here throwing up B's, and they're big army, you know. Their main enemies are Northside 14th Street, which they share the North Valley with right there, you know. They actually have a lot of barrios around them right there. But their main enemies are the Northside 14th Street Locos, which are located, I made a mistake when I was doing Northside 14th Street neighborhood. I want to correct that now. This is actually the Brewtown neighborhood right here, you know. They're located, you know, between, actually I'll give the down low on that neighborhood right here. They're located Montano to the north, Montano Boulevard, Edith to the east, you know, Rio Grande Boulevard to the west, and I-40 to the south, you know. So that's like Wells Park to the south, and Duranes to the west of them, Duranes neighborhood. And Northside 14th Street, which is their rivals, is directly to the north of them, on the other side of Montano, up more Alameda area. And that's the mistake I made. I said these guys were in the wrong neighborhood, so I'm making that correction now. You know, that's Brewtown neighborhood, all from Wells Park all the way up to Alameda, you know, by Montano in there. That's all their area, you know. So I want to make that correction here. And again, you know, These guys are a multi-generational gang dating back to the 60s with hundreds of members, almost going into the thousands. Like I said, they're all over the state. They've migrated to other cities, and they're also in the federal prison system and the state prison system. You know, these guys have been at a bitter war with Northside 14th Street due to them sharing, you know, the same neighborhood, pretty much right there, pretty close. They're up a little higher north in the North Valley. These guys are lower down, you know, they got these weapons. They tag up their neighborhood. Some of the streets, you know, in their barrio are 12th Street, Aztec Street, 2nd Street, Los Griegos area, you know, and Griegos Boulevard, San Lorenzo, Veranda, 4th Street, Del Mar Park and Del Mar Street, Cherokee Road, 9th Street, Matthew, Major Ave, Fitzgerald, you know, all those little streets. The Los Griegos area, Valley High School, you know, that's the high school a lot of their members go to. They got 8th Street, 6th Street, 11th Street. That La Luz area, Monkey Bridge Gardens, you know, Matthew Meadows, Candelaria goes right through their area there, you know. And that's all their areas. Ruthless, these guys. And again, these guys have been involved in a lot of murders in Albuquerque. Their connections to military weapons, like I had said. And the feds actually had to target them along with multiple agencies and take them down. You know, these guys are no joke. Shout out again to Brewtown Locos or Brewtown Spider Locos, BTL, BTSL. They got 2 clicks, like I had already said. Shout out to all their fallen soldiers, man. You know, I want to give a shout out, rest in peace, to all the Brewtown Spiders. So rest in peace to Demon, to Scar, to Dreamer, to Sleepy, to Lefty, to Güero, to Gangster, to Regal, to Diggy, to Marijuano, to Casper, to Raymond, to Sport, to Joker, to Crazo, you know, all these guys, rest in peace. And rest in peace to Wolf, to Dreamer, to Gertz, to Pelon, to Dad Libby and Little Güero. You know, rest in peace to all these fallen guys from BTL. And shout out to all their active members that are out there still yet.
Change straws, got the government hating me cause I break these laws. Serving fiends a type of flow that'll make them see stars. Running fast from the cops cause I don't wanna see falls. The brew is deep up in this bitch, about 35 cars, and I wouldn't change shit. Only I'll keep my scars, still live my life the exact same way. All I know is aim spray and settle beef in the day. It's the smartest motherfucker and we're coming out to play. Bringing heat to the people just like a sun ray. And you can hate it and love it, but you know we're here to stay. And you can hate it and love it, but you know we're here to stay.
Let me make it clear so it's understood. When the law on my ass in my own damn hood, guarantee shit's going down. Who got my back? Boot down. Let me make it clear so it's understood. When the law on my ass in my own damn hood, guarantee shit's going down. Who got my back? Boot down.
Still catching cases, murder plus hit it at the basement, face me. Let me see if you can take me. One hit up with us, lay you out on your back. With a fat lip, just as fat as my sack. Down for the brew, cause the brew's got my back. Shoot go in this Grand Prix and surge in his lack. I bet you never knew the brew was doper than some crack. Bustin' on no thangers, but they still don't bust back. Smoke drugs, pimp hoes and lace tracks. But we fell into the game and there's no way back. Down for my raza, mira lo que pasa. A couple hollow tips to your dome and your panza. Watch out. And it just don't stop. But on the block they serve rocks and the killing don't stop. I said, watch out. And it just don't stop. Cause on the brew they serve rocks and the killing don't stop.
Let me make it clear so it's understood. When the law on my ass in my own damn hood, guarantee shit's going down. Who got my back? Boot down. Let me make it clear so it's understood. When the law on my ass in my own damn
State laws on my ass. I bail through the brew. Handful of rings and I'm gripping on some wood. Praying to the Lord to let me be.
When a boy is jumped into the neighborhood, he gets a name or he chooses one. If he picks a name that's already taken by an older homeboy, it's cool, because it's different generations. When a boy is your namesake, you owe him something. At least that's how I see it. And don't take it wrong, I'm not pretending to have any answers. You know, I have youngsters myself. You try to tell them not to write on the walls, not to go looking for trouble. But you know how it is. They make the same mistakes that we did when we were kids. All you can hope for is that they learn their lessons a little quicker and that they don't fuck up too bad.
Understood, but at the same time, keep it gangsta in my hood. Fly by, very hot, throw the brew in the sky. Undercover bitches, keep your ass in disguise. Don't let me catch you slipping, cause your ass gon' die. Homie, ain't no lie, take a look in my eyes. I roll with nothing but the best. Corp, look, script, FPS, handle beef on the drop of a dime. I'm spitting with the passion, and you know I'm all on the grind. 30 homies deep, it's how we creep, blasting off shots in my sleep. Until the day I go, I'll rep the BT, the BT.
Let me make it clear so it's understood. When the law on my ass in my own damn hood. Guarantee shit's going down. Who got my back? Brew down. Let me make it clear so it's understood. When the law on my ass in my own damn hood. Guarantee shit's going down. Who got my back? Brew down.
There's a op on the block, can I kill him? Fuck it, pass the Glock on the set, I'm gon' kill him. I know these bosses out here trying to get me, so I keep that burner clock, you know I stay ready. There's a op on the block, can I kill him? Fuck it, pass the Glock on the set, I'm gon' kill him. I know these bosses out here trying to get me, so I keep that burner clock, you know I stay ready. I'm looking crispy and clean with my Glock 17, 501s, Air Maxes in a fresh white tee. Hit the store to grab a blunt so I can roll this bomb weed. Couple homies in the back posted sipping off of these. This a everyday thing going up in my city. With these fools out to kill when we ducking dogs police. If it's funk, then it's funk. Clear, homie, I'm down to ride. Shoot it up in all black, we taking trips the other side. But best believe we show no love, it's gonna be a homicide. Left his body on the floor, now his family all crying. Gang. There's a op on the block, can I kill him? Fuck it, pass the Glock on the set, I'm gon' kill him. I know these bosses out here trying to get me, so I keep that burner clock, you know I stay ready. There's a op on the block, can I kill him? Fuck it, pass the Glock on the set, I'm gon' kill him. I know these bosses out here trying to get me, so I keep that burner clock, you know I stay ready.
Yeah, it's that gang shit. Man, I know you hear the whistle. The suckers trying to get me, that's why I'm gripping on the pistol. Hop on the block, had that boy renting a pickle. Have no mercy for a buster, homie, not even a little. I'm on the block with it. Burner on the side to get you dropped with it. Push out your list, the only time you get the pop shit. I don't care what it is. If it's blue, then I'm rocking, so bitch, I'm blued up. And everybody around me screwed up. Out here pulling skits while these other suckers boot up. Hop on my block, do my shit like if your nude up.
There's a op on the block, can I kill
Still can't believe that you're gone, but your people stand strong and pray for change.
You were born October 24th, you died on April 21st. Beautiful brown-eyed baby girl, born of Tina and Kurt. Another kid in the dirt. As I'm walking around Albuquerque with your precious name on the back of my black shirt. Wish they all knew how bad it hurts. I went to bat for you. In your memory, I'll get an R.I.P. tap for you. Right next to Amanda's name, that also was